What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And guys, today Barcelona they were stopped. They were stopped by Celta Vigo. And guys, we got to talk about this game. Celta Vigo 2, Barcelona 2. And hey, honestly, it's not the result we wanted. And we ultimately choked. And Hansi Flick, we're gonna talk about everything. There's a lot to talk about in this game. But guys, before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe. Road to 600 subs. We're getting closer and closer by the day. But guys, there is a bunch to talk about as Barcelona they draw their first game of the season. But guys, let's start with the positives a little bit. Pablo Gavi, his first game starting, he played about 73 minutes. And hey, when Pablo Gavi was on the field, Barcelona, I think they're up 2-0. Gavi, in these ugly games, he knows how to maneuver and handle them. And Gavi, once he went off, man, we just choked ultimately. And Hansi Flick, this was his starting 11. He had Cabarsi and Nigo. That back line today kind of got exposed. We had Gavi, Pedri. Then we also had Olmo on the left. Gerard Martin, I don't want to say anything more about him, but today, not a good performance, too shaky. And guys, on that note, I gotta be honest. This is our third game where the defense has been poor, the high line has been completely broken, and Sociedad, Celta Vigo, Osasuna, they all had plethora of chances. Let's be honest. Osasuna scored four, Real Sociedad could have scored three or four, and Celta Vigo they could have scored three or four. And I think that Ronald Araujo he needs to come back because once the high line's broken, it's all about recovery pace. Balde and Ronald Araujo are our best defenders when it comes to that. And guys, today I feel like that we did RAPHINHA kind of dirty, man. RAPHINHA was one of the only players really, really trying. I know Gavi was trying, Pedri, Casado, everybody's trying, but RAPHINHA was the only man like pulling his weight. He's honestly one of the leaders of this team, and honestly, I'm almost fully sold on him to perform in a big game in the UCL later down the year because, man, it's like whenever the going gets tough against PSG today, we've seen RAPHINHA. This guy turns up when it matters most, and I feel like that RAPHINHA, honestly, his goal today, it was beautiful. That chop was so amazing. And then the finish too. And honestly, he should have had another goal if he was more clinical. Maybe that would have seen us through, but he should get a contract extension. But honestly, Barcelona outside of RAPHINHA today, it wasn't too good. And guys, let's talk about Dani Olmo. I don't want to see him on that left side. I want to see him at the center attacking mid. I want to see him, if he's on the left, I want to see him so tucked in where he's like a left attacking mid because I feel like that Dani Olmo is best when he's combining with other players. And guys, also we miss Lamine Yamal today. Lamine Yamal off the right, RAPHINHA on the left is just so more dynamic than this. And I think that Lamine Yamal, we're slightly becoming, honestly, not even slightly. I think that we are kind of Lamine Yamal dependent in a way. Let's be honest, guys, because how many games we've dropped when Lamine Yamal hasn't played already? And honestly, I got to talk about Hansi Flick too, because let's be honest, the team wasn't good in the first half. Yes, we scored a goal, RAPHINHA, brilliant goal, but it was kind of from a mistake, and we didn't really create anything ourselves. And I have to say, where was that midfield? I know Pedri, Casado, that works, but why are we trying to shoehorn Gavi and also even Dani Olmo? In my opinion, it's not natural. And then also the high line wasn't working. So the offense wasn't good. The defense wasn't good. Nothing was really good. And guys, the only guy who was good was Inaki Pena because Inaki Pena, if it wasn't for him, we lose this game easily. I think they score 4 goals. Inaki Pena, his shot stopping was good. Not only that, but his sweeping was even better. He stopped a lot of Celta Vigo attacks. And for all the critics that he does have, you got to give him praise when he plays like this because if it wasn't for him, we lose for sure. Him and RAPHINHA were our two best players. And also, it makes sense why he's keeping Szczesny out of the team. He looks locked in, and it's kind of sad that we didn't win this game because he played really well. But guys, I want to go to the next thing. After the first half, we go 2-0 up. Lewandowski scores a goal where the ball is just bouncing around. Lewandowski, this is what he does. He's a poacher. Even when he doesn't do much, he scores a goal and he leaves out of it. That's a sign of a great striker. One chance, one goal. But Lewandowski, I think he should have been subbed out earlier. Yes, good job for your goal. But other than the goal, Lewandowski wasn't really involved. He was kind of losing the ball. It wasn't a disaster class, to be honest. It just wasn't his game outside of the goal. And I think that Flick, it was a mistake to not sub him out earlier for Pau Victor or even a midfielder, see out the game. But we didn't do that. And that's why I got to say, guys, I just do not like playing Celta Vigo. Even in the Messi era, we would always drop points to them. We would always lose to them. And it wasn't fun. And Iago Aspas is the center of it. Iago Aspas is Mr. Celta Vigo. How many times does he perform? Like even today, it wasn't his best performance, but today he riled up the fans, he riled up his own teammates, and Celta Vigo, they made a comeback partially because of him, his determination, and honestly, he's just a tough competitor, man. And Celta Vigo's coach, I feel like that once that red card by Casado, I think that Hansi Flick should have parked the bus. I know that he's not known for that, but I really think it was the right move to make given the circumstances. You're away at Balaidos, you're away to Celta Vigo. They are a team that's known for scoring goals. They like to play on the break, and you have one less man. I think it was the wrong choice. And then Celta Vigo's manager, he capitalized. He made a bunch of substitutions, fresh players, and Inigo and Cabarsi, they tried, but ultimately our high line was already getting broken with their fresh legs, tired legs, and now we paid the price, the ultimate price, which is to concede goals. And I think that Hansi Flick, he should have changed it up, maybe even subbed on a center back, maybe Sergio Dominguez for 10 minutes. And I think the red card really cost us, but I really think that Hansi Flick, can you see out 8-9 minutes? I think that the manager today, Hansi Flick, I give him so much credit. Today I got to give him criticism because I give you the credit, you got to get the criticism when it goes bad. And definitely today, I think it was preventable, but also some of it has to go on Laporta, guys. It goes back to the transfer window. We only got Daniel Olmo. We needed a left winger. It doesn't make sense. It's a profile we don't have. And today, it looked lopsided. It looked imbalanced. And we didn't have a guy on the left when RAPHINHA came to the right. So I think that Laporta also should get partial blame. And for most losses we get this year, it's probably going to be Laporta getting partial blame because we need a left winger. It makes sense, the Leao rumors, every game we see when we drop points. But guys, you learn more from your losses than your victories. But hopefully Hansi Flick in the Champions League, we got a game on Tuesday, my time at least. And guys, we need to play better. We need to hit some form. We need to go on a streak. And guys, Hansi Flick, get these guys playing well on your training pitch, playing better, more cohesive, better attacking football, quicker, more efficient, because we got Brest in the Champions League. They're a good team. If you haven't seen, Brest is doing good in the Champions League. Barcelona at home have been pretty stellar, but Hansi Flick, we got to see the best. Lamine Yamal might be back. Hopefully he is, because we know Barcelona's attack, it goes to a different ceiling with Lamine. But guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Road to 600 subs, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.